Hi and welcome to this live. Just wanted to jump on and say Modi Order everybody. I just got off a coaching call with my 12-month client. Currently, we are just clearing so many timelines at the moment. It's so beautiful. The thing I love about my coaching style that just comes so naturally to me is the feminine way of how I work. I really love to embody and incorporate security and protection, but the way that I do it is just through allowing you to soar through yourself, right? Because sometimes we've come from places and spaces that have never allowed us to speak our authentic truth because our voice has been taken from us. Our stories have been told from people who have told lies or who have cheated their way to the top. And I talk about this because it's really important to understand why you think and feel the way you do when you're relating back to your nervous system, but you're also trying to become someone new. You're trying to become a version of yourself that doesn't actually exist yet. So today we talked about how the time is now, like where you're at and where we are at within the collective. We've had this beautiful solar eclipse come in and it's been ushering in duality. Duality, when we balance it, is wholeness. Wholeness is so vast, right? Wholeness is often depicted as chaos. And chaos has this reputation, particularly within the feminine, to be disruptive. And for someone like me who has delved into the darkest parts of myself, it's so important that I learned how to use discernment. Though discernment has been the one thing that has kept me from repeating myself in the same loops. It has been the one thing that has deterred me from people who don't see my light, who never valued the Modi that I gift to this whenua. When I started manifesting divine union within myself, that was my goal, that was my intention. Under every moon for about 5 years, I prayed to the divine to bring me into divine union of self. The destruction that happened for that to happen meant my relationship had to diminish. I had to leave my partner. I had to allow the business model that I was building and had spent many, many years building, that had to crumble. I had to burn bridges. I had to not message people back. I had to unfriend people. I had to speak my truth. I had to say shit that no one else would say. I had to be like, wait, this isn't right. I had to be the one that walked into the room and then was like, this doesn't feel good in my body. Where I'm sitting in the present, that's so hard for the people in the community that I left. And this came up with my client, and it's profound what happens when you allow the body to speak the truth of how you recall that situation. You get to understand that it's not normal, that's off, that it's fucked. But that confirmation that your body gets when you're talking about the trauma that your body has experienced, when you release that, it no longer plays out in your money. It no longer plays out in anxiousness when you're just trying to go to school. It's not, it doesn't stop you or cripple you for wanting to get out of bed and be the best version of yourself, or let alone try and get up and feed your fucking kids, you know. There is an opportunity when you learn to slow the chaos, and what everybody believes is to be your downfall is actually your phoenix rising. It's actually the soil. It is actually even deeper than that. I don't know why I keep saying actually. But more so, it is the fertilizer. You're learning how to cultivate everything all at once in a pot and making the most delicious stew. You are not allowing yourself to be caught up in the madness or the chaos of what it needs, what it takes to be able to create a stew, to create a meal. It takes different resources. You've done all of that. It's time for you to come into your softening, breaking down what each resource means to you. When we're building our empire, when we're looking at the structures of our life, we don't have to look very far. When you are wanting to rebuild or restructure your relationship or your life or the story, or you no longer want people in your life who take. You want people who reciprocate energy. It starts within you. It has to land within you. Your body needs to be turned on to that. Your body wants to behave in ways when you are simmering in your darkness. Often we go into the ego, into the darkness to seek the truth of past versions of ourselves, seek truth of past relationship core woundings that happened, that has created distortion in the way that you think and you feel. A part of this time now, it's time to stop that. It's time to step away from that and to understand that there is a new beginning here. You are planting the seeds. It is time to understand the resources that you have, the nutrients and the sustenance that each of your resources that come in, and take how it resonates. And if it doesn't fit for you, please don't absorb this. But it's time for change, but you are the change. The change is in your mind. The change needs to happen in your tinana. The change needs to happen in your behavior, in your thinking, in your mindset. You're ready to make that change. You're ready to step back in. It's coming into summer. You're going to feel good soon. Your suffering isn't for nothing, right? No one suffers for nothing. You've come in with a space, a place to be. You are leading that. And a part of this divine healing, a part of coming back into your feminine self, back into your feminine body, back into your feminine flow, is by remembering who you are, remembering that you do have a place. You are the main character in your story. Your shit was not out of vain. In vain? Out of vain? In vain. It had purpose. You always have purpose. You always have divine intention. There are narcissists who don't want you to believe that, but you're overcoming that. That's a part of your journey. It's time for you to be seen. You deserve to be seen. You're right there with everybody else, right? It is time. It's done. It's done and it's time. I wanted to come and share